Welcome back, everyone, to Nerdy Day Unboxes. I'm your host, your doctor recommended dose of nerdiness, aka your Nerdy Day. And yeah, it's been a while. Last time we were here, we did an unboxing of the Switch 2, which is the cases up here because I still haven't put it away. That drives my family crazy over there. But we actually are doing another unboxing today. Yeah, because I actually got something in the mail today. I ordered it myself. It's my first time ever buying this thing, which I feel like it's a long time coming. And that thing is Magic the Gathering. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, and my non-binary folk out there. Not really big into the collectible card game thing. I was back in the day with Pokemon, and then I got rid of all my cards like an idiot. I mean, hindsight, how would I know in the year of Lord 2020, 21, and moving forward that Pokemon cards would be such a lucrative money-making thing. But yeah, not really big into that. I remember my friend, shout out Brandon. I don't know about this, is going to be confusing to everyone except for these two people. I have an older cousin we call Big Brandon, and his next door neighbor, who's also one of my best friends ever. We called him Little Brandon because we were closer in age, younger than Big Brandon. I don't know, Little Brandon is the one. Shout out to you, Brandon. You played Magic, and I remember you trying to explain it to me, and I did not understand. I also didn't understand how to play Diablo at the time on your fancy Mac, your iMac with the color. You had the turquoise thing. This is anyway. I don't know if Big Brandon played Magic. You're watching. You're a Patreon supporter. Let me know. Text me. Call, text me. This is how you text people. This is how you do it. You look at this, and then you do this, and then you hit this. Anyway, so yeah, this is what we're doing today. We're doing an unboxing because I bought the Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering 2 decks ready to play starter kit. Because I do not own any Magic cards, and as you guys know from the channel and Chaos Bringers, which hopefully will be back soon. I love Final Fantasy. It is one of my favorite game series of all time. We have a whole playlist, a retrospective podcast series we do called Chaos Bringers here with Frank and Harv, my co-hosts over at Point of Progress. We're over here. The future of that series is still up in the air, what we're going to do with it, because we still got to cover Final Fantasy 5, 6, 8, 9, and so far and so forth. Past 7. But we have some plans. We have some ideas. I just got to execute and figure out whether to be here on Nerdy Day, which you are here. Thank you for popping by. Or if that would be something where it's going to be like on Point of Progress. We don't know yet, but besides the point, love Final Fantasy, one of my favorite game series of all time. Immediately got this in text. We have a little text group with Final Fantasy 7 co-host Frank, Mario. He's been on my stuff before. Actually, no, he's not. He gotta be. And Kevin Diaz over at IGN. Shout out to you for getting that job, by the way. But so there's a lot of artifacting because of the video background blur I have. But check this out. Magic the Gathering, as I mentioned, Final Fantasy starter kit. I'm gonna open this for the first time. I hope I do it correctly because I know how the internet is. I think you take this thing down, right? So I recently got the bug. Story time with Carlos. I got the bug because I feel like I opened this wrong. I feel wrong for opening it. Isn't that weird? Feels weird. I got the bug recently because this set came out, and of course, like everyone online who's been really into the collectible card games and collecting and actually using and playing these games, it's become really popular. So I have box right here. I have to clean that later. That sucks. I shouldn't have done that. Anyway, like a lot of people, we we're obsessed with this, and this was really hard to find. I had it on a wish list on a digital retailer, and it finally came to a reasonable price, which MSRP I think is $20. That's what I paid for this, for waiting. And I'm really excited because I don't think I'm gonna get like the whole series. I don't know if I'm gonna get the commander decks and everything like that, like other people in Discord have been talking about. I have been playing MTG Arena on my phone, right, and on Steam, on my Steam Deck. So I have been kind of dabbling into the world of Magic, and I want to learn how to play. I know apparently there's digital code where I can get these decks in the game, which I think is really cool. But without further ado, I have just unboxed this. So we have here 2 little boxes. There's our boy Cloud, Strife, X, Soldier. For people who haven't played Remake or you know, the original. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Who knows? It's a cool Magic the Gathering logo right there. Got that. So it's a little collectible box. I guess you can put them in there, store your cards. I have no idea what I'm doing, by the way, guys. I want to let that out here. This is a learning experience for not only myself, but my audience. So if you play MTG, please let me know what to do. Like any tutorials you have online. I have a feeling in my heart of hearts, my nephew Sammy's watching. If you're watching me, yeah, hit me up. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And we have here Sephiroth, the greatest soldier ever created by Shinra, antagonist of Final Fantasy VII, one of the best villains in all of video game history. And again, on the back, Magic the Gathering logo. We have a starter guide, which is pretty cool. Play starter guide. So read that. It's recommended for 13 and above. Mentally, I do not believe I am 13 or above. So that is interesting. So it's explain the arena, the tabletop game, like what your mana and stuff are, how to play, and then, you know, ending phases and stuff like that. I have played through the tutorial on MTG Arena, and I got a few Final Fantasy cards, but not like a lot. And then they're telling you, like, you know, introducing 5 colors, and then what comes in your package. You get 2 60 deck cards, 2 deck boxes, 4 double-sided tokens, and 2 reference cards in here. So that's really interesting. And there's a FAQ in the back. I'm trying to keep an eye out on, I know I get, here we go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, non-binary folk out there. There he is. There's Cloud and Sephiroth. All right, so let's open this up. Really good packaging, I will say, from Wizards of the Coast. Shout out to you. Oh, and the cards is just straight up out for Cloud and Sephiroth. That's not how the song goes. Is it though? No, it's not. So what we're gonna do is we'll start with the Sephiroth deck and make sure I don't lose my code so I can play MTG Arena with this deck. So here's the deck right here. We're gonna go through each one very quickly. And let's see. I don't have any sleeves or anything. What am I supposed to buy to make sure I take care of these guys? Can someone let me know? Because I got some Pokemon cards I got from like McDonald's that my kids have messed up, which is fine. I'm not like upset, but like look at that. I feel like there's like rumble packs out there, Chris. Like, oh my god, there's beautiful cards. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Okay, so congratulations, my little DLC for my game, MTG Arena, as I mentioned. There's a learn to play little QR code thing, and join the Magic community. I know where I'm currently living on the border of Delaware. Currently, I know there's a really good comic book shop called The Comic Book Shop in Delaware. Shout out to them. They have awesome deals and stuff like that. Super nice. They do MTG like Wednesdays and stuff like that. Little how-to guide when you're playing, like a little quick copy guide. And this is Sephiroth's deck itself. So we have right here a little bit of a foil. Sephiroth, Planet's Heir. This is a legendary creature, human avatar soldier. Avatar, really interesting way to. I'm assuming that means, you know, like a Final Fantasy thing. I like the little quote on the bottom. There's a little foil too, like a little bit of a hologram action right there. It's kind of, you kind of see it on camera. On the bottom it said, "This is the end for all of you." And then in the back, there's a normal Magic Gathering thing. We have a Sagan. It's like an enemy you fight in a lot of the earlier Final Fantasy. I mean, they're really in a lot of them, but like this is it first appeared in Final Fantasy 1, I believe. And then it does not have a quote, I don't believe. Oh, I guess this is how they're supposed to talk. Oh, and you know what? Right here is very interesting. So you can see on the bottom. Oh, okay, this is really cool. So it's very hard to see, but right there it tells you specifically what game we are referencing. So there's Final Fantasy 7, and this saga is from Final Fantasy 14. Check out Point in Progress's own Fantasy in Progress, where the crew, Fee, Harv, and Frank have a whole discussion playthrough thing where they talk about Final Fantasy 14, their experiences going through different campaigns and stuff like that. So shout out to them. Love you guys. Then we have a Meg Pixie. Yeah, from Final Fantasy 14. We got a couple of these. We have Retriever the Espire from Final Fantasy 6. I've not played this yet. I know our next episode that we have to film is Final Fantasy 5. But I've yet to play 6. I've been holding off. I got to Switch 2 now, as you saw in the previous unboxing. Excited for that. So there's a couple of these. Dreams of Laguna. Wow, I got goosebumps seeing this because Laguna is a really cool character from Final Fantasy 8. I can't wait to play that game and get into the deep discussion because there's some crazy, the only spoiler I will give you, some timey-wimey stuff is going on, and it's crazy. And yeah, you can see right here, there's Laguna. I'm trying to get this on the verticals as well. There's Laguna chilling in the tavern, and he has a quote here: "Don't go back on your word. Come on, go wave to her." And I believe that's your boy, kind of hitting you up. All right, next we have Realms Sketching. So here goes Realms Sketching for this Sephiroth pack again. Kind of hard to see right there, and it's from Final Fantasy 6. Again, I am not familiar with this game yet. Oh man! All right, this one's cool. So we got Ultimacia, Temple Threat, the main antagonist for Final Fantasy 8 herself, legendary creature, human warlock. It's called here. Ultimacia is a pharaoh, a fearful sorceress. Her heart is filled with anger and hate. Edna Kramer. Edea Kramer? Yeah, for Final Fantasy 8. Again, what a fun city. This right here, we have one of the many early boss fights you have in the incredible Final Fantasy 12 are rats. Like almost any RPG, but it did take Final Fantasy a long time to start a game with the primary enemy being rats and a sword. But shout out to Final Fantasy 8 for starting, continue the trend that many RPGs have in that sense. So it has a quote here from Kites, one of the street urchins. "I finally worked out how to get the door in the left side open. I hope there's something in there besides rats." He's a little kid. He's so Kites, yeah, some dire rats in here. Some dire rats. It's pretty interesting. So these are like taking a lot of, like, a bulk of it. So I guess like little enemy forces and stuff. Oh, this is cool. This is a human soldier Shinra reinforcements. We're in the end of the line, people. No, punk. Sorry, end of the line, punk. There we go for Final Fantasy 7 right there. Shinra. Ooh, we hate you, suck. Man. I've been trying to keep this PG-13, ladies and gentlemen, and my non-binary folk out there, but fuck this card. Should be no surprise that in the Sephiroth deck, you have what's called Sephiroth's Intervention. If you know, you know. If you don't, you can reference our Final Fantasy 7 remake, rebirth videos as well. Both of them with, again, the incomparable Kevin Diaz, and then the rebirth video has as well from the RPG Cave, Cam Hawkins, who's just amazing in general. And then us three. It says right here, fate is not to be taken lightly, Cloud. But now I'm sad, because I know what happens. And if you know, you are also sad. We share that trauma together. We're trauma bonding. Look at us. Who would have guessed? Look at us. This is cool. This is a shambling Seath. Seath, right? It's been a long time since I played this game, and I did not finish it. This is from Final Fantasy 13. Seath are the damned to wander the world, are damned to wander the earth, unliving and undying until their corrupted flesh at last can move no more. It's like a cool version of the cordyceps. No, I mean, just like the undying thing. Oh, this is awesome. So this is from Final Fantasy 10, the Owl Bed Salvagers right here. You can check them out right there. What a cool design, guys. Look at that. It's very, like, I feel like vertical might look a little better, so I'm sorry, but it's a little, not the best camera. It's pretty good, but like, you can check that out right there. Again, it has we found the airship. The records were right. It's cool. So that salvagers right there, Owl Bed. We have a move here called Overkill. That's my boy Titus. I feel like it's Titus. I always said Titus. From Final Fantasy 10 right there. As he's taking down an enemy with his very famous sword, his water sword kind of deal. The little hook at the end. Some quote here from one of my favorite characters, Waka. Hey, why don't you try that sword I gave you? That's my best Waka? God damn, that's bad. Holy shit, guys. What is going on? All right, next we have Evil Reawakened from Final Fantasy V. Great game. We're gonna talk about it more, like I mentioned, on Chaos Bringers. Keep a lookout on my socials. They are listed down below and on the side of my glasses right here. I'm literally covering them with my finger. What the hell am I doing? All right. Anyway, and it says right here, Golf. It's good to see you again. All right. And next we have from Final Fantasy 10, and the quote is your hope ends here and your meaningless existence with it. Timor Flux, one of the boss battles you have with in Final Fantasy 10. It's all mutated and messed up. We have Deadly Embrace over here. And we have Garuda from Final Fantasy 16. Come here, little lamb, to the slaughter with you. Shout out Final Fantasy 16, man. We have that episode right here again. Chaos Bringers, really good. Really good. So we have, this is from Final Fantasy 3. Zidane the Dark Mage. Final Fantasy 3, man. Really good game. Really good game again. Chaos Bringers. But your struggle was all for naught. Don't you see how close the darkness is strong? All right, we have the Magitech Scythe. This is from Final Fantasy 14. Again, I am not familiar with this game. That's a hard game. It's a hard game if I ever heard it, saw it, you know what I mean? We have Treno the Dark City. This is from Final Fantasy 9. It's been a very long time since I played this game. I cannot wait. A quote here from Marcus, Tantalus Thief. There aren't many nobles living here. The nights are long and it's a great place for thieves. So this is a little like land card. Yeah, this is a land, so it's a land card. It's a town. So that gives you like the points. I'm familiar. As well, we have here an island, which looks to be it from Final Fantasy 13. I recognize the art again. Why we have Chaos Bringers, because I want to play through this series. We have the beach from Final Fantasy 10. What a beautiful, that art is beautiful, guys. Loving it here. We have right here another island from Final Fantasy 8. And then again, some more of the island cards, which are going to go through them fairly quickly at the end here. We have a swamp from Final Fantasy 14. Again, Frank, if you're watching, comment down below, man. Let me know what this is from. I don't know what that's from, man. So we got some swamps. We got another swamp from Final Fantasy 5. This background, but I'm trying to make this look a little more professional and not that it's just a microwave and a random balloon. We have another swamp from Final Fantasy 2. This does look familiar. This swamp area from Final Fantasy 2. You can see our thoughts on Final Fantasy 2. It's I think it's a really interesting episode. It was a fun episode to film, I will say. And that's it. Yeah, we have a treasure card as well. It says here, sacrifice this token, add 1 mana colors for Final Fantasy 1. Just a very basic treasure box. And then finally, Robot Warrior from Final Fantasy 6. I have seen this, obviously, because it's a very Magitech thing on the end. You have a copy. Oh, same thing with this one as well. Copy. And that is Sephiroth's deck. Pretty good. Not gonna lie. Next, we're going to go with our boy, the hero of Final Fantasy VII. One of them. I like a theory I recently heard that states that really Tifa's the hero of Final Fantasy VII. That was an interesting, conversation to be had there. I think it's very, very interesting conversation. So we are opening this up. This is Cloud's deck right here. And we're going to start with the boy himself, my boy. You know him, you love him, Cloud, the planet's champion. Look at that amazing art. Midgard in the background, Buster sword in hand, human, soldier, mercenary. His quote right here from Final Fantasy VII: it's not over yet. This isn't the end. We got a Moogle from Final Fantasy 14. Again, shout out Fantasy in Progress. Got a couple of those right here. We have a Coriel. This is from Final Fantasy 15. Love 15, guys. Very underrated game. Final Fantasy 15, very underrated Final Fantasy. Very good. I can't wait. I will say, speaking of Chaos Springs, I can't wait to get to that game as well, because the like playing the Royal Edition, all the added lore and stuff. It's gonna be interesting. We have right here from Final Fantasy 4, the Dwarven Castle Guard. Yeah, my boy. Look at them. Love these guys. They're hilarious. Lally Ho is the Dwarven greeting. Shout out to you, man. Had a couple of those cards. And then Fate of the Suncrist. This is from Final Fantasy 12. And Ashlia Bangara Damaska. Lady Ash, as I like to call her. I did butcher your name. Fake character from a video game that I love. You would have me destroy the Empire. Is this my duty? Is this what you want? True hero, actually, if you think about it, Final Fantasy 12. I know Vaughn is the one that you use like the proxy, but really interesting retrospective that really recontextualized Final Fantasy 12 for me and made me want to replay it. Before we launched Chaos Burgers, was the idea that Vaughn's not really the hero. It's Ash and Balthier. So I think it was an interesting study from IGN. They had that there, and that really recontextualized the game and like how I view it. And then once I got the mechanics down, I was like, oh, this game's awesome. Got a couple of those. We have Slash of Light from Final Fantasy 1. It says right here, the endless struggle that raged over 2,000 years has ended, and peace prevailed once more. One of the final quotes of the game when you beat it. There's a Warrior of Light right there, one of the 4. And this is White Aura Sight. This is from Final Fantasy 14. Quote here goes, she gave her life that we might defeat the Asians. Her sacrifice must not be in vain. Again, I have not played Final Fantasy 14. That's why we have Harv on the show. He has. All right, next we have from Final Fantasy 1, we have a White Mage Staff. Yo, this art is awesome because like for so much of Final Fantasy stuff, you just see the White Mage as a very awesome looking pixel, don't get me wrong. Especially the pixel remaster. Oh my god. But like this right here, this art, it's really cool to see it that way. The crystals chosen from Final Fantasy 3, again, it says within the light, the will of the crystals surged through them. They decided to accept their destiny, and so began a journey to dispel the darkness and return light to the world. All right, there's the Warriors of Light right there from Final Fantasy 3 and the crystal. Ooh, yeah, from Final Fantasy 14, we have Dragoon's Lance. It's pretty cool. It's equipment card. Goratia. It's a cat archer, a legendary creature from Final Fantasy 14. Again, I have no idea who that is. And I know you might be saying, Carlos, not a real Final Fantasy fan. You never played 11 or 14. Bro, I'm poor. I was poor back then. And yes, I make more money now, but like barely. Like I pay these bills. That's about it. Okay. Next, we have from Final Fantasy 4 right here, Rosa, resolute with white mage. This is really cool. So this is a legendary creature, human, noble, cleric. Rosa. It's pretty cool art, man. I'm telling you, I love this. Oh, one of my favorite characters from one of my favorite Final Fantasies. From Final Fantasy 9 itself, we have Beatrix, the loyal general. Dude, my girl is awesome, man. That art style is so unique for Final Fantasy 9. It's not necessarily chibi like or like that kind of pixel style, but it is like beholden to like the old school. So it's like a mixture of what we got with 7 and 8, but like very stylized, like the like 6 and 4 kind of deal. And it's like medieval when we hadn't had one in a while when that came out. Ugh, love Final Fantasy. I cannot wait to replay that. I commend your courage, but I will show you no mercy, Beatrix. I love it. I love it. I love it. There's an item shopkeeper from Final Fantasy 3. What can I do you for? That scarf, I thought those chains. Like, man, this girl's looking like Mr. T. Ah, that's a data reference. How about that? We have the warrior sword from Final Fantasy 1. Warriors of light. You want him to be a warrior. There, we have a soup. Oh, this is so cool. And this is funny because this is one of the few things that I know of Final Fantasy 6. Like, I don't know too much about the story, but I know this. And I know that the quote goes, "This time has come to put my training to use." And it is one of our protagonists right here. I don't know the character's name, but I do know that this motherfucker suplexes a goddamn train, like a locomotive, like a big cart one, just, you know what I mean? Like, like WWE style, bro. It's crazy. It's insane. Oh my God. Another one of my favorite characters for Final Fantasy 9, Freya Crescent. Or Dragoon of Final Fantasy 9. We have a quote here: "We live not to forget our past, but to learn from it." Samurai's Katana from Final Fantasy 14 equipment. Boom. Another one there. Oh, I get so excited when I see my favorite characters from Final Fantasy 9, and I really do love this. This is my boy from Final Fantasy 7. We'll say the quote first, and then I'll show you. You're gonna need wow, that's bad. You're gonna stand there and pretend you can't hear the planet crying out in pain. Barrett Wallace, the best dad in all of video games. One of them. He's up there. My boy. Yeah. Oh, next we got, this is a really cool character in the protagonist of Final Fantasy 13. It's a legendary creature, human soldier, Lightning. Or Gunblade. Final Fantasy 13 looks awesome. Ooh, yeah, from Final Fantasy 16, one of the newer games, Judgment Bolt, which is an instant attack. The quote here is, "I'm here to even the odds. Any objections?" We have Sidolphus, our Sid in Final Fantasy 16, played by the incomparable Ralph Innes. He just did an amazing job as Galactus in Final Fantasy, Fantastic Four First Step. Oh, okay. So this is a legendary artifact equipment. We have, this will be, the quote is, "This is the end. This will be the end of it." Oh my God. Final Fantasy 7's own ultimate weapon, Cloud's ultimate weapon. This art is so cool, man. And now we have some towns we're going through. So we have Rabanastre, the royal city of Final Fantasy 12. The quote goes, "The town proper of Rabanastre is divided into 4 sections by the cardinal directions of the compass. The east and west are merchant districts, the streets lined with shops and stalls on every." Boom, Rabanastre. And now we have the plains from Final Fantasy 12, which is pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty good art, man. Damn, it's right outside of Rabanastre, right there. And then next we have this is specifically for Kevin Diaz. Kevin, if you're watching, please comment down below. 7th Heaven, guys, from Final Fantasy 7. Tifa and Barrett's Bar, rest in peace. Next we have Plains, and it's from Final Fantasy 15. It's the road that you start on when you batch your party, and then really cool right there, you can see there's the boys. Car broken down. That's how the game starts. Great. And then again, we have more of that, those planes and those land cards, going through them really quickly. Next we have the mountain top from Final Fantasy 6. I do not, unfortunately, recognize as for those cards. Again, we have not played that yet. Final Fantasy 4, we have this mountain, which I do recognize. Great. And then Final Fantasy 1, we have this mountain that is basically the Mines of Moria, because D&D and Lord of the Rings are big influences on Final Fantasy, and that's okay. I think it's really cool to shout out your, what you love. We have a token creature here. We have a hero. I was gonna say this has to be Final Fantasy 14 because I see not only it looks like this dude has a tail and like technology and some magic, and then on the other side we have like a very human. Pretty cool. We have another Final Fantasy 14 hero right here. Looks like a thief. Really cool. And then another I don't know what kind of character that would be. It says hero, but like I just don't know. Again, we have some, what do you do on your turn, how to play magic, and my DLC code for my cloud pack. And that is it, ladies, gentlemen, and my non-binary folk out there. This has been fun. This has been really cool. It's been a long time since I've been on the channel. Long video. I'm gonna have to edit this out for like some of them, at least for the verticals. But if you missed me, check me out over at youtube.com/pointinprogress, where I am doing the thing right there. We're back with DC Graduates as of filming. We had some 2 bonus episodes where we actually watched our first live action movie. That is James Gunn's Superman 2025. Amazing movie. I gush about it for a whole hour and a half. And then our most recent episode as of this video recording is our last extra credit episode before season 4, which is our AO3 fandom read through thing that Sly made me read 12 fanfics. And you know what, it actually came out fun. It's a long video, so if you need to break it up in parts, please feel free to do that. Take your time with it. It's a fun watch. It's an interesting watch. And then yeah, we'll be kicking off season 4 proper very soon. And I keep saying I'm gonna be doing Control very soon, but these other amazing games keep coming out, like Death Stranding and Expedition 33, which is an amazing RPG, the backbone of Final Fantasy. You can tell in there. It's just beautiful to see what Sandfall Interactive did there. But that's my point in progress stuff for here, and you're in the right place. Subscribe, hit the bell notification when I go, post a video, like I not often do. So this is youtube.com/nerdyday. If you want to support me, there are Patreon links down below. Like Susan, who just had her baby. Shout out to Walter. You're the best, dude. I have not met you, sir, but I will give you a firm handshake when I meet you. Congratulations to you guys. You and Zach, Brandon, Jeff, Mike Restpass, and Matt and Maggie from Hopefully Awesome. Love you guys so much. Till next time, please stay safe. I love you. You're worthy. And punk rock is being kind.